All right, here we have some more definitions. We have marginal average cost, marginal average revenue, and marginal average profit. And so, uh, how does averages work? Well, usually you take, a kind of a total cost and you divide it by the number of times it is. And so we're going to say average cost is going to be a C bar of X. And we're going to take the total cost divided by however many there are of X's. So that's going to be how that one works. Now, marginal average cost, well, we're just going to take the derivative of this to do that. And so that's just going to be d dx of c bar of x. And so what you're going to do is you take your c of x, divide each term by x, and then you can easily take the derivative of it, and that'll give you c bar prime of x. Same thing works with revenue and profit, except now we're saying R bar and R bar prime and P bar prime, but everything else works the same, as far as instead of cost, we're doing revenue, instead of revenue, we're doing profit, but it all works the same way. To get our average, we're taking the profit total divided by X or the revenue total divided by X. And then after that, we're taking that derivative to get our marginal average revenue. So, for example, consider the cost function for the production of headphones, and this is from example 3, and they said that C of X is equal to 7,000 plus 2X. All right, so we're supposed to find C bar of X and C bar prime of X, then plug in 100 in each of those and interpret, and then use results in B to estimate the average cost per headphone at a production level of 101 headphones. All right, well, first things first, let's see what C bar is. So C bar of X is going to be what? Well, we're going to take and divide this by X. So we have to divide these each by X. So it's going to be 7,000 divided by X plus 2X divided by X. And if we do that, those X's cancel and we get 7,000 over X plus 2. Now, if we're going to take a derivative, it's best if we take that up there. And so that's going to be really 7,000 X to the minus 1 plus 2. All right, so that's C bar of X, the average. Now, if we want to take, the marginal average cost, well, then we have to take the derivative of that. And this is why I said put it in this form, because then we just bring the -1 down and we get a negative 7,000 x to the -2 because we subtract 1. That is derivative is 0. And so we can either leave it written like this, or we could say it's a negative 7,000 divided by x squared. So depending on how you want to do it. This one, I wanted to go and make it like this so it would be easier to take a derivative. Then this one, usually we want to have powers that are positive when we get our final function form. And so I left it like that. So, these are different ways we can do that. So we found, C bar and we found C bar prime. Now we're supposed to, for B, use those things and find C bar of 100. All right. Well, C bar of 100. Well, I'm going to go back to this one because that's going to be easy. So that's going to be 7,000 divided by 100 plus 2. Well, divide that by that. That's going to be 70 plus 2. So that's going to be $72 for the average cost. Okay. Now, what is C bar prime of 100? Okay, well, if I plug in 100 there and make it a 100 squared, that's going to be a bigger number. So it's going to be a minus 7,000 divided by 100 squared. And so it's going to be, it looks like negative 0.70 because that's going to have 4 zeros. We only have 3 there. So move decimal 1 here. So that's going to be 0.7. And so that's going to be what the C bar prime is. Now, what are these meaning? Well, together, let's kind of write a whole thing here. It says basically, at a production level of 100 headphones, the average cost per headphone is going to be $72, and the cost is decreasing because of the negative at a rate of 70 cents per headphone. Okay, so let's write that down. At a production level of 100 headphones. The average cost is $72. The cost is decreasing due to that negative by or at a rate, I should say, probably at a rate of 0.70 per headphone. Okay, so that's what those two numbers mean. Now it says use the results in B to estimate the average cost per headphone at a production level of 101 headphones. Well, that one is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to take this number minus, or adding to rather, this number. So it's going to be 72 minus 0.70, and that should be 71.30. And that's going to be for the 101st headphone. Okay. And so that would be the average cost per headphone at a production level of 101 headphones based on these results, because we're at $72 on average and it's decreasing by 70 cents per headphone. So if we're looking at the next headphone, that would put us at $71.30. All right, so that completes this section. Hopefully that will help you.